welcome you back live to Harbor Creek High School for day 2 of the Harbor Creek Chad Vogt Memorial Christmas Tournament. I'm Matt Fargo, and day number 2 of the tournament features Our Lady of the Sacred Heart and the Chargers taking on the Huskies of Harbor Creek. Matt Fargo alongside, happy to bring this one to you. Harbor Creek 5-1 on the season. They have also beat the team that the Chargers took down a night ago in Seneca. They won that game 64-44 back on December 11th. For Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, they took down Seneca just last night in a win 76-45. When we come back, starting lineups and tip-off of Harbor Creek and Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. You're watching it live from the shores of Lake Erie. We'll be back after this. After our national anthem, back to Harbor Creek, home of the Huskies and home of day number 2 of the tournament. Let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you as we'll take a look at Huskies from Harbor Creek. We mentioned 5-1 of the season. They'll put out on the floor Gavin Innes. Jaden Rocco will run the point for the Huskies. Logan Breezy, Nick Cray, and Travis Krasuski are the starting lineup. Nick Cray getting some looks at Division I football potentials. For the Chargers, the usual suspects: Rocco Spatafor, Bryson Kirshner, Dawson Summers, Kevin Wilson, and Jake DeMichael. Let's play basketball here from Harbor Creek as Summers jumps against Krasuski, and the Chargers with the tip. It's Rocco Spatafor running the point. And the Chargers, nice move there by Rocco, pulls up at the foul line, doesn't get it to go. It's popped off a few hands, rolling down on the floor. Doesn't know where to go with it, and finally the Huskies come away with it. They lead it in transition. Now they kick it back outside. It's Rocco who's inside, goes up. Missing the shot was Cray, and the rebound goes to the Chargers. Slow to get up is Summers, and time is called for as looks like Dawson Summers got a hand to the face and is a little bit slow to regain vision right now. Looks like Luke Dashner will take his place as the officials asked for time for Dawson. Inbound goes to Rocco. And we'll have the battle of the Rocco point guards, Rocco Spatafora, and then Jaden Rocco on the other side. Here's Wilson, offensive foul. Kevin Wilson picks up the game's first foul, his first at the 7:22 mark of our opening quarter. Jake DeMichael had 34 points last night in the win against Seneca, so keep an eye on him as he gets closer and closer to 2,000 points on his career. Across the timeline, it's Jaden Rocco running the point, bouncing it left to Gavin Innes. Innes inside, Krasuski back outside is running at the point again, Rocco. To the left side, Innes for 3, doesn't fall. Rebound to Michael. DeMichael across the timeline for the Chargers. He's going all the way, kicks it to the near wing. 3 on the way for Rocco Spatafor, no good. Rebound Kevin Wilson, and out to Summers. As Summers back into the game. Good to see that quick substitution as he was able to feel better quickly, get vision back in his eye. Moves it outside to Rocco, who drives right-handed. Foul, no call. And no call there, and that's some early home cooking as Nick Cray denied inside. Pass inside off a few hands. Chargers come up with it, trying to dish it away to DeMichael, but it rolls back to Ennis, and Ennis was able to retrieve it in the backcourt. Rocco gets it over to the left side, and Logan Breezy. Here's Rocco. Into the near side at Ennis. They play catch right now. There's long lob passes between the two guards. Moving it here to the near wing. Blocked by DeMichael. A three attempted by Breezy came up empty. Here's DeMichael on the left hand, driving and is fouled on the floor. First foul against the Huskies will be charged to Travis Krasuski. His first, the team's first. Inbound, Kirshner trying for the mid-range shot that doesn't fall. Another rebound pulled down by Cray. No score between these two teams still. 5:40 to play first quarter. Floater in the lane, good, and that breaks the deadlock. Jaden Rocco does the honors, and it's 2-0 Huskies. Up the floor, it's DeMichael. Jake on the left hand, step back three on the way. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound is loose, fought for, and a foul as Summers and Kirshner tried to pull it away from Rocco, and there was a foul charged in the process of that, and it's going to go against Bryson Kirshner, his first, the team's second. The Chargers have not scored at 5:20 to go in this first quarter. You're talking about an offense that is pretty proficient in that category as well. As near side, it's Ennis. They're going to take their time. Chargers average 77 points per game, and average giving up 47 points per game. They've already scored 311 points this year. Bouncing it in the lane, kicking it back outside. Rocco controls, guarded by Wilson. At the elbow, ripped away by Summers only momentarily. Nice move there by Krasuski to get it back inside. Bucket good for Gavin Ennis, and it's 4-0 Huskies. We're coming up on the halfway point of the quarter, and the Chargers have no points. As to the rack, and this ball getting stuck in between. Jake DeMichael goes to the rack and is fouled, and he'll have the Chargers' first opportunity at points at the 4:21 mark of this first quarter. Foul going against Gavin Ennis, his first, the team's second. And here's Jake DeMichael, fresh off 34 points last night, and he gives the Chargers their first point of the night, on the afternoon. Good on the second, so DeMichael at the charity stripe gets the Chargers on the board, and despite the fact of not scoring until about the halfway point of this quarter, it's still a 4-2 ball game. Defense reigning supreme here early. 4 minutes to go here in the first. Inside Breezy got a turnover there. Summers came up with it. Here's Rocco Spadafora. Rocco. Top of the key. Penetrates and kicks outside to Wilson. Wilson outside to Summers. Summers out to Rocco. Spadafora returns it back inside to the baseline. Kirshner, nice spin move on the left hand. Wouldn't go. Put back opportunity is DeMichael's, and he has fouled. Two more coming at the charity stripe for number 0 in purple and gold. DeMichael, first is up and good. Chargers had not played a basketball game in 14 days until yesterday. They hadn't played a game, a bunch of games getting postponed between the win against Steel Valley in Munhall and yesterday's game. 2 weeks had gone by, and thankful to get 2 in here before the turn of the calendar as Jake DeMichael has tied this game at the charity stripe alone. Inside, Krzyzewski goes up with it, and coming up with it is Nick Cray, however, getting the 2 to go. And Cray, 6'5", and as that offensive and defensive lineman build, mentioned he's getting Division I looks to play football. 6'4", loose basketball, ripped away, nicely done there by Harbor Creek, but they throw it off a Charger, so they'll keep possession of it, but no transition opportunity there. Ryan Smock is the head coach of Harbor Creek, leading the Huskies here in District 10. They are a District 10 team. And that pass is errant, going to go out of bounds. Charger basketball, 2:47 to play. Opening quarter, 6-4. Harbor Creek has the early lead over Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Left side, Wilson up top. And there's a foul away from the basketball, and it's going to be Bryson Kirstner's second foul of the ball game into the quarter. Up the floor, it's Jaden Rocco. Innes to his left, Breezy into the corner. Back outside to Rocco. Got a screen up top, fell down to his knees, kept his dribble. Trying to get a screen up top. Chargers doing a good job. And Luke Dashner almost provides a turnover there. Good hustle by Luke. Luke's mom telling me that she actually coached a game here at Harbor Creek while she was pregnant with Luke. I thought that was an interesting tidbit here at Harbor Creek. She's actually from the area, and we were walking outside of the gymnasium. There's DeMichael bucket. First field goal of the night for the Chargers, ties it at 6. We were walking out of the gym last night. Snow and slush everywhere. She said, I remember why I left. And isn't that the truth? Summers a turnover, leads it to Rocco Spadafora. Chargers first lead of the day. 8-6, a minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Jaden Rocco bouncing it to Ennis outside to Breezy. Back to Rocco inside. It tipped away. DeMichael got a hand on it, but it went off the hand of Krzyzewski, I believe, if not Cray, inside. Chargers get the ball with a minute 10 to go and the clock winding. DeMichael, floater in the lane, off the front of the rim, tipped around. DeMichael, put back opportunity. Yes, recycling. Jake for 2 more. He has 8 of the 10 for the Chargers with 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Chargers applying some pressure there. Ennis blocked by Summers, but a putback good by Cray. Nick Cray gets 2. He has 4. 3 DeMichael with a man in his face, in and out of the bucket, and a foul off the rebound going to go against Dashner. Dashner's first, the team's third. Both teams have, or the team's fourth. Chargers have 14 fouls. Harbor Creek with 3. Rocco takes a seat. Nehemiah Azim comes in. Chargers still without the services of B.J. Vaughn. Still nursing that shoulder injury. Expect him to be back mid-January. 15 seconds to go. Rocco conducting traffic down to 10. 3-ball from the far wing corner doesn't fall. Rebound to Michael with 5 seconds. To Michael with 3. To Michael with 2. About a half-court shot on the way and off the rim, no good. 1 quarter in the books. 10-8. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart has a 2-point advantage over the Huskies from Harbor Creek. You're watching OLSH Charger basketball in the Harbor Creek Christmas Invitational. We'll be back for quarter number 2 right after this. Chargers keep the streak of never trailing during any quarter yet of basketball this season, and they barely keep that alive. 10-8 after 1 quarter of play. Have not trailed after any 8-minute quarter to this point. Second quarter action. Harbor Creek starts with it. They have Dylan Chatwick on the floor. Turnover there. It's to Michael. Leading it to Luke Dashner. Lay it up and score for Luke. 12-8. Dashner's on the scorecard. Chatwick moving it down low. Getting the bucket to go for Nick Cray. Rocco Spanafor across the timeline now, and he'll operate with the left hand here to the near wing corner. 3 on the way for Wilson. That doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Jaden Rocco. Rocco pushes the ball up the floor. Rocco all the way to the baseline before bouncing it back outside to Cray. Or I beg your pardon, that was Chatwick. Now it's inside to Cray. Cray up over Summers to get 2 and tie it at 12. Cray has 8. Near side wing to Michael. Gets a screen. 3 on the way. Off the front of the rim. No good. Gets his own rebound back. And throws it away. Intercepted there by Krasuski. He'll get it around the horn. Inside. Cray lay it up and score. And Harbor Creek has retaken the lead 14-12. Right side, it's Dashner to Michael. Here to the near side, Rocco for 3. Off the rim, no good. A rebound goes to Jaden Rocco one more time. Rocco all the way with it and is fouled. Going inside, he lost possession of the ball, it seemed. But the foul's going to go against Rocco Spatafora. Team's 5th foul, Rocco's first. Cross-court pass intercepted to Michael. And they are going to call a foul. Foul's going to be called on Dylan Chatwick. His first, the team's 4th. 5:56 to go in this second quarter. Harbor Creek 14, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart 12. Right side to Michael. 3-ball from the wing. Doesn't fall again. In, out of bounds, off of Harbor Creek, according to the officials. I think the Chargers might have earned an extra possession out of that one. Tough angle for the official to make. Inbound by DeMichael, all the way up top to Rocco Spatafora. Spatafora conducts left side. Summers. Up top, Kevin Wilson. Now to DeMichael. Ball fake. Now drives through everybody. Misses the layup. Rebound goes to Cray. And back come the Huskies, who lead by 2. It's all the way for Rocco. Lay it up and score. Timeout. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. 16-12. They trail. And Mike Rodriguez not happy with the officiating to this point. Expressing his displeasure with a couple of the calls. Kind of an interesting, Jaden Rocco, he's the point guard for Harbor Creek. He's made 31 two-point shots this season already, averaging 69% at the free throw line. He's 20 of 29 at the charity stripe, but he's only made 3 3-pointers. And as your point guard, certainly a ball distributor, but 31 two-point shots. And we've seen him loving to tack the inside. Certainly loves to go through the lane and get down there, and has had relative amount of success tonight with it. But there's 3 players, 3 starters on the Huskies that have made, all of them have made 8 3-pointers this season. Innes, Krasowski, and Breezy have all made 8 3-pointers this year as starters. So something to keep an eye out as this one progresses. Out of the timeout, Kevin Wilson can't hit the 3, and a rebound off, or foul off the rebound, and I think it's Jake DeMichael. No, it's not. It's going to be on the other side. It's going to be Travis Rozuski getting his second foul, the team's 5th. Inbound from Dashner along the baseline here. 5:04 to play, second quarter. Inbound goes, and it's another foul. And hands behind his head is Ryan Smock right now, the head coach of Harbor Creek. It's the 16th foul, and it's the 3rd one quickly called on Krasuski, who will become a spectator for the better part of the near future. Gavin Innes returns. Inbound goes up top, Spatafora. 5 minutes to play, first half, 16-12. Chargers trail. Inside, Wilson at the elbow. Outside, Rocco runs the baseline with the left hand, misses the layup. Rebound goes to Harbor Creek. Here they come up the floor. Cross-court pass to get it over here to the near side of Chatwick. Chatwick hands it off. And on the reverse layup attempt by Cray, denied by Summers. And Cray loses it out of bounds. Charger basketball. .434 to go in the second. 16-12. Harbor Creek the advantage. Wilson to the near side, Dashner. Up top to Michael. To Michael on the right hand. Fades through the lane. Can't get it to go. Summers is fouled. Hacked on the way up, and he'll go back to the line. As Dawson Summers, an opportunity at the charity stripe. Summers second, misses. 1 of 2 at the line, 16-13. 3 ball from the far wing corner, no good. Rebound goes to the Chargers. Outlet to Rocco Spatafora. He goes all the way to the rack, can't get it to go. Tip-in opportunity doesn't fall, and Jaden Rocco comes down with it, lays it over for an easy layup for Nick Cray. 18-13. To Michael, off balanced. Here's A nice job by Dasher to feed to Summers to get the 2. Rocco runs these into the near side and back up top to Rocco as Innes and Rocco play catch. And now over to the far side. It's Breezy inside for Chatwick, and he gets it to fall. Another takeaway, but Chargers able to get it right back. And DeMichael was up and foul, no call, and now there's the foul. And I think they're going to call it on the floor, though. Foul goes against Nick Cray. It's going to be a 1-and-1. As it was called on the foul, but it's the 8th team foul. Cray picks up his second foul. And DeMichael back at the line, makes his first and gets another. Zonkiewicz checks in. Brady Zonkiewicz checks in for Harbor Creek. Innes to Rocco, driving on the right hand against Rocco Spatafor, and he gets 2 more. Rocco has 6. 22-17 Harbor Creek. 2:30 to play here in the second. Rocco Spatafor spinning in the lane, throwing one towards the basket, and getting 2 to go, clapping in approval. In and out of the hands there. That's a turnover. Jaden Rocco losing that one in front of the Charger bench. Rocco Spatafor across the timeline to his right, and Luke Dashner feeds it to DeMichael. DeMichael's had a bunch of white jerseys all over him, especially inside. Goes out of bounds off a Husky, and Chargers get possession with 1:58 to go in the first half. Get a whistle. Not exactly sure what for, but we resume play. Goes right into Rocco Spatafor for 3. Falls to his wallet, but connected anyway. And it's tied at 22. Spatafor has 7. Intercepted Dasher on the steal. Here comes Luke. Behind him is Summers, who lays it up and in for 2 more. Dawson gives the Chargers a 24-22 advantage. 1:30 to go in the second. And a foul away from the basketball, and it's going to go against Nick Cray. And Cray's going to pick up his 3rd foul. So some Huskies in some foul trouble. The 2 big fellas, Cray and Krasuski, are both have 3 fouls. That's 6 of the 9 have been committed by the Huskies. As they take a timeout with 1:26 to go. 24-22. Chargers have been able to retake the lead. I mentioned at the end of the first quarter, Chargers have never trailed at the end of any quarter this year, and that was certainly in jeopardy, and could be the closest quarter of basketball we've seen to this point. The Chargers 4-0 on the season, taking down Seneca last night and getting to Harbor Creek. Coming out of the hotel, the bus driver follows the GPS verbatim, the way that the GPS was instructing him to go, and they came up on a fence area and decided to go around it. Well, the bus went into some pretty wet grass, and the bus got stuck. There's pretty good video of some of the players trying to push the bus out of the mud yesterday as DeMichael puts in 2 more and gives the Chargers a 26-22 advantage. DeMichael has 12. But a pretty funny start to yesterday with the bus getting stuck. They were able to get it out, by the way. I think they actually had some kind of truck or tractor pull it out. As Rocco to the rack, couldn't go. Put back opportunity fails as well. And Wilson rips away a rebound and is fouled. And he'll go to the line. And for 2 shots, double bonus as Jaden Rocco gets called for another foul. That's Rocco's first foul. It's another on the Huskies in general as it's their 10th. And this is kind of interesting is I didn't think it was DeMichael was going to get to shoot these. First one's good. Second one coming for Jake DeMichael with 45 ticks to go in the first half of play. 28-22 Charger advantage. DeMichael with 14. The Charger faithful that have made the trip up to Erie getting into it. There's an errant throw and a turnover. Charger basketball. Dasher will come in for Azim. 31 seconds to go in the first half. What do the Chargers decide to do here? Summers outside, or Spatafor to DeMichael. Jake back outside. Kevin Wilson, 3 off the rim, no good. A rebound goes to Ennis. 14 seconds to go. Down to 5 seconds. Rocco pulls up at the elbow and comes up empty. Chargers keep that streak alive in terms of not trailing after any quarter. 28-22, they lead at the end of the first half over the Huskies of Harbor Creek. We'll come back. We'll give you the first half scoring and get you ready for the second half between the Huskies and the Chargers, live from the shores of Lake Erie. Hopefully you're enjoying this one wherever you are around Charger Nation. 28-22, the OLSH basketball team leads it in the Harbor Creek 3rd Annual Chad Vogel Memorial Christmas Tournament. We'll be back to Harbor Creek. We are back to Harbor Creek. Halftime here in the third annual Chad Vogt Memorial Christmas Tournament. Chad Vogt was a Harbor Creek Husky who passed away in 2002 and a pioneer in Huskies basketball from 1975 to 2002. And the namesake of this tournament, the Chad Vogt Memorial Christmas Tournament here just a few miles off the shores of one of our Great Lakes. 28-22 the score as the Chargers have the advantage here at the break. And some notables, Jake DeMichael has 14. Rocco Spadafora has 7. Dawson Summers has 5. Leading the way for the Huskies was Nick Cray with 12 points. Jaden Rocco has chipped in with 6 to this point. And maybe the biggest story is the big fellas inside for the Huskies have foul trouble. Nick Cray and Travis Rzuski both have 3 fouls and will both start this ball game here in the second half. Welcome you back. 28-22. Chargers the advantage. Remember, if you're just joining us here, Summers throwing up one at the elbow. Nicely done, getting 2 more for Dawson Summers. Expands the lead to 8. And this is where teams have fallen apart against the Chargers. As much as you've been able to keep it maybe within striking distance, when the Chargers apply the backcourt pressure to begin the second half of games, this has certainly been, and it was the case last year, and it certainly has continued to be the case this year. This is where they've won games. 3 on the way from the near wing, no good. That one was thrown up by Breezy. The rebound to the Chargers. Here's Rocco all the way. Book 'em 2 for Rocco Spadafora. 10-point advantage, Chargers. Rocco has 9. All poked away. Take it away to Michael. Long pass ahead to Rocco. Rocco misses the layup there and is fouled. So Spadafora to the charity stripe. And foul number 4 on Travis Krasuski. Not good news if you're wearing the home orange and black. Spadafora at the line, in and out of the first. If you're just joining us, the Chargers didn't score a point until 4:21 to go in the quarter to open the ball game, and it was a free throw by Jake DeMichael. They did not hit a field goal until the 2:30 mark of the quarter. Up and fouled, missing the bucket, but headed to the line is Jaden Rocco. Point guard for the Huskies headed to the charity stripe. Trailing 33-22. Second foul charge to Kevin Wilson. First one of this second half. And here's Jaden Rocco at the line. His first one on the way and good. That one rolls out. Rebound Summers. And here comes Rocco Spadafora. Nice in feed to Kirshner. Falling away, Bryson Kirshner. First points of the day for Bryson. In trouble. Kirshner doesn't, almost tried to take that one away. Wasn't able to. Good ball movement there. And Ennis converts a tray. Ninth three-pointer of the season for Ennis. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Summers to Kirshner. Inside, nice cut move there to the basket, but DeMichael can't finish. And the rebound goes to Harbor Creek. They push it up. Travel there, no call. Ennis kicks it back outside to Rocco, who drives amongst all the Chargers trying to pass it. And Rocco came back out with it, kicked it back out to Ennis, who tried another three, misses. A rebound goes to Harbor Creek. And they're able to move this one around the perimeter here. Rocco throwing one towards the basket, no good. And Summers puts an end to a nice job on the offensive glass there, but Harbor Creek comes up empty. Three ball, DeMichael splashes it in from way downtown. Gets the bench up out of their seats. 17 for DeMichael. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Outside, little hesitation move there by Breezy. Feeds it here to the near side. Ennis, who runs the baseline, up and under move. Can't get it to go. Rebound Chargers. Rocco, Spatafora for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken away by Breezy. And that bucket good on the other end by Krasuski. His first points of the day. Spatafora to his right, then Wilson returning the favor. And a foul on the Chargers. Going to be, I believe, an illegal screen on Bryson Kirshner. Bryson's third foul. Wilson out. Luke Dashner in. Luke's had a nice afternoon here at Harbor Creek. Ennis at the foul line. Outside, Krasuski for three. No good. Rebound DeMichael only momentarily where he's fouled, and it's going the Chargers' way. Foul going against Logan Breezy. His first, the team's second of the half. 4 minutes to go in the third. 10-point ball game, Charger advantage. Bouncing left side at Summers. Up top, Kirshner. Kirshner to Dashner. Bouncing it inside. It's passed there by Dashner to Kirshner, who can't convert the layup. The rebound goes to Harbor Creek, pushed up the floor by Jaden Rocco here to the near side. It's a three on the way. Breezy, Logan Breezy for three. And a timeout taken. 38-31. First points of the day for Logan. And it's a timeout. Mike Rodriguez wants to talk things over as the deficit for the Huskies has been cut to 7, 38-31. Harbor Creek comes into this game 5-1 on the season. Their lone loss to Fredonia out of New York, 52-49. So they're undefeated in the state of Pennsylvania this year. Out of the timeout to Michael. Floater in the lane, good for two more. Chargers back out to a 9-point lead, and Jake DeMichael has 19. Ennis works it into the corner here to the near side wing. Breezy back outside to Rocco. Floater in the lane. Count that one for two more. Rocco has 9. Handing it off, trying to get it inside to DeMichael there. DeMichael hounded by everybody there. Can't get the tip in to go. And the rebound and a foul on Jake DeMichael. That'll be Jake's first foul. Only one real in foul trouble was Bryson Kirshner, who takes a seat. Kevin Wilson returns into the Charger lineup. Breezy cross court to get it over to Rocco. Now into the corner, Ennis, and Ennis kick ball stays with Harbor Creek. 2:36 to play in our third quarter. 40-33. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart has the advantage. Up top, Breezy receives. Down to Cray. And before the shot, foul. I think they got Kevin Wilson, and they did. Wilson, his third, team's fourth. Inbound, wide open, but missing the layup there is Ennis. And the rebound goes to the Chargers. They dodge a bullet there. Setting up the offense here is double-teaming Jake DeMichael once again. Here's Summers moving into the near wing. 3, Rocco Spadafora for the tray. Rocco into double figures, 13. Cross-court pass to get it here to the near side. 3 ball in the air and foul away from the basket as that missed shot by Krzyzewski. It was a foul, and ending up on his wallet was Rocco, and it was because he was pushed. And it was Jake DeMichael who's going to get the charge for that. Charged foul anyway. Second foul for Jake, 5th on the Chargers. Minute 39 to go in the third. Tipped away by Luke Dashner. Got feet tangled up there. Harbor Creek able to chase down the basketball. It was Ennis doing that duty. And now here's Jaden Rocco returning it over to the far side. And now inside, another foul. And then they call a foul there. Is this going to be Wilson's 4th? It is. Kevin Wilson picks up foul number 4. Bryson Kirshner in with 3. Kevin Wilson out with 4. Luke Dashner checks out. Nehemiah Azim checks in for the Chargers. Minute 25 to go in the third. Ball off a hand and back to the Chargers. There's been a couple of those plays here in the second half for Harbor Creek. They've had every opportunity to keep this game close, and some errant passes and not looking the ball in. Giving the Chargers extra possessions here. You need all of them against this OLSH front. Yes, DeMichael up and fouled. Michael can't get the basket, does get the foul call. The foul goes against Jaden Rocco, his second, the team's third, and Jake DeMichael returns to the charity stripe, a place he's quite comfortable with. And he splashes his first in and extends the Charger lead to 11 as he hits his 20th point of the night. He's now 26 away from 2,000. Can't imagine he does it tonight, but probably will do it in the next game or two. 21 points for DeMichael hitting that second. Under a minute to go here in the third. 45-33 Charger advantage. Ennis to the right, and Rocco. Loose basketball. Ennis dives for it. And timeout taken by Harbor Creek as Ryan Smock figured he can't afford another turnover. Takes a timeout with 41 seconds to go in the third. 45-33. And of course, Mike Rodriguez and his team maybe not concerned with the next few games, but they know that WPIAL record win streak is on the line, and now a handful of games away now, given because of the postponement, might not be as exciting depending on what games get rescheduled and what games do not. Everybody was kind of excited for that. Well, everybody meaning the media and the fans. You ask Mike Rodriguez or any of the players, you don't get much of a wince or an excitement factor about talking about the streak. But everyone kind of had that Washington game circled as the game that could be the one to tie the record. Not the case at this point with the way things are. And the Chargers need to finish things as well as DeMichael went down awkwardly there, but was able to get right back up after finishing the layup. Kirshner took the ball away and it was fouled. Logan Breezy gets called for his second, the team's fourth. Azim will bring the ball up the floor here. DeMichael fouled again. Just an absolute foul fest today. Both sides, ton of fouls being called. Third foul goes against Breezy. His third, the team's fifth. 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Step back three to Michael, no. Rebound goes to Harbor Creek, and a foul off of that. There's Jaden Rocco. Was found by Rocco Spadafora. Rocco on Rocco crime there. Two seconds to go in the third, and this is going to be Jaden Rocco, another trip to the line. Good. First of a 1-and-1. Curious, Rocco only has 2 fouls. Kirshner, the only one out on the floor right now with 3. On the Chargers, there are 2 Huskies with 3 fouls right now on the floor. And that Hail Mary not answered for the Huskies. End of 3 here at Harbor Creek. We'll go to the final quarter of the 3rd annual Chad Vogel Memorial Christmas Tournament. When we come back, 47-35. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart leads Harbor Creek. We'll be back right after this. Let's play a fourth quarter action here from Harbor Creek. 47-35 Charger advantage. Chargers have been in a battle this afternoon. That's a travel. Start things off here in the fourth. Logan Breezy walks. Michael on the right hand finishes. 2 more for Jake. Almost has exactly half the output. 25 of the 49. That's tipped away by DeMichael, but nicely settled down by Ennis. Breezy here on the near side. Cross court intercepted. DeMichael, no look to save it to Azim, leads it to Kirshner out of bounds. Knocked away by Rocco Spatafora, and Jake got it back. Kirshner. Nice move inside. A little shuffle to his left. For Bryson Kirshner. Team to his left and Rocco. Spatafora. Chargers content with taking a little bit of clock down now. 51-35 lead. And we get another foul here, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for the Chargers. Gavin Ennis charged with his third foul. Breezy, Krzyzewski both check out. That was actually not a 1-and-1. It was it's the 16th foul, not the 7th. Bucket there by Jake DeMichael gets the 27th point for Jake. Stop it, pop at the elbow, doesn't fall. Rebound, loose, out on the Chargers. 5:28 to play. Chargers will hand it to section play after this. And we'll have their first home game of the season in 2022. 2 years in a row, as that one was saved nicely by Summers. 3 for Rocco. No, up off the stanchion. Huskies ball, 5:11 to play. 2 years in a row, the Chargers did not play a home game in the first half of the year. Remember last year, one game they played at North Catholic, and then everything was shut down until January. Chargers will open up the section schedule and their home schedule on the 4th. January 4th, 2022 against Southside. Blocked by Summers. Nicely done there. 3-ball Ennis in the air. No good. Rebound underneath. Shatek was coming up empty there. DeMichael, he comes up with 2 more. And for the Chargers, not scoring until halfway through the first quarter. Didn't have a field goal until about 2 minutes to go in the quarter. DeMichael's going to pick up his 3rd foul. But he's also well on his way to his average at 29. Empty there at the line for Nick Cray. If you're just joining us, getting looks, play football at the Division I level. Offensive, defensive lineman. Comes up empty there at the line. Chargers by 20, 55-35. Coming up on 4 minutes to play in this ball game. Out of bounds. Harbor Creek basketball. Missing inside is Cray. Intercepted to Michael. To Michael trying to get it to Rocco and a little bit too far on that one. .325, clock winding. Tipped away, intercepted by Dawson Summers to Bryson Kirshner for two more. Kirshner has 6. Foul there. Looks like Nehemiah Azim's going to get it. Rocco bounces that one out of bounds. Charger basketball, 2:53 now to go, 57-35. Summers, Kirshner. Bucket good for Rocco Spatafora, who has 15. Three by Rocco doesn't fall. Put back opportunity good for Nick Cray. We're going to get a full timeout taken by Mike Rodriguez. 59-37. 2 minutes to go. Chargers in control for the final 2 minutes of this one. Come back with us live from Harbor Creek for the final moments of this one. Two minutes, 7 seconds to play. Out of the timeout by Mike Rodriguez. A couple substitutions out there. Nolan Randall, first time into the ball game today. Nehemiah Azim returns. Kevin Wilson back out there with Bryson Kirshner and Luke Dashner. JV won over Harbor Creek earlier this afternoon after falling to Seneca yesterday. JV's got a nice win. Minute 20 to go in the ball game. Chargers playing a good old-fashioned game of keep away. Here's Wilson missing on the baseline there. Ennis still in the game as a starter. Nice move with a left hand. Substitutions as Noah Oros, Franco Smeagol on the floor for the Chargers. Under a minute to play in this one. Once again, thanks to my man G on behind the camera, doing a great job. He did not do the JV game, if you're wondering. Not putting that on him. 25 seconds to go. Can stick around. I believe there'll be a trophy presentation for the MVPs and stuff like that. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer for that. But for now, the Chargers going to get out of Erie with 2 wins and a 5-0 record to end 2021. And the schedule, that is. And when we turn the calendar, the streak will still be alive at 45. Thanks so much for watching. 39 or 40. Oh, easy for me to say. 59-39, the final score. Chargers win it. And again, win another Christmas tournament. They do it here at Harbor Creek this afternoon. Congratulations to the Chargers. DeMichael leads the way with 29 points in the win. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Wherever you tuned in from, the Chargers get it done. And I, again, going to mention, I don't know if they are going to announce an all-tournament team or not. Looks like they are sitting down. So we'll turn it over to the PA announcer, and you can watch all of that. And we'll sign off once that's concluded. All right, there you have it. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart recognized as the tournament champions. There's Mike Rodriguez receiving the tournament trophy. Congratulations to Dawson Summers, a member of the all-tournament team, and the tournament MVP, none other than Jake DeMichael. Once again, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy to bring this one to you from Erie. 59-39, the final score. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart takes down Harbor Creek and they stay undefeated on the season at 5-0. Thanks so much again. Thanks to G for operating the camera. Thanks so much for watching, and I want to take this time to wish you and yours a very safe, happy, and prosperous 2022. We will talk to you next year somewhere, sometime. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Matt Fargo. Good night, everybody.